third place today, Tommy. It looked like a tough start to the day in free practice for you, but it came together in the race with the third place. Talk us through the race from your perspective.
Yeah, it was a tough day yesterday and a tough day this morning for definite. Qualifying, we struggled to get a feeling for the bike, but we worked hard for that race. Made the bike a lot better for definite, a lot better, and I felt comfortable enough for the podium. So obviously not too bad, but it was a little bit of a messy race. Starting from 12's never easy, if I'm honest. But I made a good start, made a good first couple of laps, and just kind of found myself in a little bit of no man's land. These top three guys with Brad, it kind of gone. So I had to work fairly hard without burning my tyre up to kind of get the sort of fairly hefty gap back. So when I dragged them back in, I was happy because I was very consistently low-ish, 48s and comfortable. But unfortunately, I just couldn't make the passes like I had. We just had too much, something different with the bike that was holding me back. But ultimately, from qualifying in practice, we made massive leaps, and again, we'll make big leaps tomorrow to try and get the few issues ironed out, ready for the two races.
That's great. Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you.
Second place in today's opening Bennetts British Superbike Championship race at Snetterton. It was Josh Brooks from the Vision Track Ducati team. He'll be joining us very shortly. Here he is. Josh, second place today. It looked like a tough race out there, and particularly at the start of the race was hectic with the safety car and all the other action going on.
Yeah, I'm sure it was interesting to watch, but it being in the race, there's quite a lot of action, and sort of similar to Donington in ways. Early on in the race, I'm sort of waiting for the race to settle into a rhythm and everyone to find their position, and then I felt really confident with my bike again, but then towards the end of the race struggled to, normally like last year it was common for me to look like I was very strong at the end of the race. Whereas, there's just a little something missing because I just struggling to maintain the lap time at the end of the race. So I was kind of working towards the end of the race to kind of pounce and move forward, and as it turns out I was sort of just struggling to hold my position. So yeah, still a little bit to work on, but all in all, happy to be back on the podium. So that's always important.
That's great. Thank you, Josh. Good luck tomorrow. And finally, joining us in the press conference for round 4. It's been a long time coming, but first victory in Bennetts British Superbikes for Christian Idden. And I think we also should have a look at the side of your leathers, Christian, which you've got some battle scars despite winning the race. Talk us through the emotions of winning your first race and how that race panned out.
Yeah, the race was an interesting one. From the first lap, actually the very first lap, I had a problem with the gearbox, and I hit neutral going into the second corner. But thankfully, because there was a little bit of like toing and froing, everyone sort of went wide, and so it gave me a bit of an escape route. So I was having to be very careful into the first gear corners, of which there's 3 on the track for me here. We had the safety car, and then the minute that we got going, Buchan lost the front immediately, and that put me in the lead. And I kind of thought to myself, well, here we are. So, and I just tried to race my lap delta, just tried to keep it consistent. Josh came through, and actually I thought that I wanted to continue to lead. He came through with a couple of laps to go, and I wanted to, I'd done all the donkey work, and I didn't want someone else to reap the benefits. So I tried to get him straight back, which I managed to make it stick, and I actually won the race twice. I had the emotion twice because I misread my pit board, so I came across the start-finish line, or came out the last corner with 2 laps to go, thinking it was the end of the race. So I was all excited, peaking that no one had managed to pass me, and then had to do it all over again. So it was it was a horrible last 2 laps rather than just a horrible last lap. Just thinking of all those things that we've been through to get to this point. Big thank you, obviously, to the team. Like the other 2 guys have said, I don't really think that any of us have dropped on the setting that we're really looking for. But to be able to win the race without feeling absolutely awesome on the bike is amazing. So yeah, big thank you to everyone who's supported me for a very long period of time, and hopefully this is a little bit of repayment, and looking forward to the rest of the season.
And we want to show the people at home the side of your leathers. You had a bit of a collision with
Yeah.
Glenn Owen on the cloud down.
I had a bit of a Luca Marini, Marco Bezzecchi moment, but we managed to keep her upright. I was so excited at winning the race and stuff, and I think, not that people want to shake my hand, but I want to shake everyone else's hand, you know. And Glenn had rolled off in front of me, and I ran clean into the back of him, and don't know how I didn't fall off, I really don't. So I'll have to get a little bit of whatever it is, ointment on the arm, because I've put a fair burn on it. So I thought, here we go, I've won the race and now I've fallen off, what a wally, but managed to keep it upright and ride it back.
That's good. Grandad will be happy.
Grandad will be very happy.
Thank you, Christian, and good luck tomorrow.
Cheers.